everybody doing? So welcome to Coffee Chat. We're going to give everybody a few minutes to come in. When you come in, please, 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 please say hi to your girl. Say what's at. I miss y'all so much. I love coming here on Mondays, talking and chatting and having a good time. Because I love being able to, just hang out with my girls and be able to talk about some things, especially when it comes to personal development and healing those minds. Hello, everybody. When you come in, please say hello. Please say hello. Hello. Hi, Anya. Hi, Boo. Hello, hello, hello. You guys, how are you? I will not be before you long tonight. I promise you, okay? I promise you. So let's see. We have Miss Anya in. We have a few people in, but, of course, y'all know how Facebook works, right? So you guys come on in, come on in, come on in, say hello, say what's up to your girls. So I know that you are there. You already know how Facebook works. They don't want to talk about, they don't want to let you talk about nothing, girl. They don't want nobody knowing, they don't want you knowing nobody is there, right? They want you thinking that you're talking to yourself, but I know I don't be. I be seeing people there. And I don't get a lot of comments and things until after our broadcast is over, but I really want to be able to talk to some people tonight. And I also want for, if anybody feel like they have any questions, concerns, or anything like that, comments, please put them in the comments. We want to talk. I want to have a dialogue. I don't want to just be on here, talking to myself and just talking to be talking. I come on every Monday because there are hurting women out there. There are women out there who is looking for solutions, who is looking for some answers and trying to figure out how to become better. So I don't want to really have the dialogue with myself, okay, you guys? I really want to be able to talk. So let's chat. Hey, Audra, thank you, boo, for coming. Thank you. So you guys, for all of you who do not know me, my name is Coach Venus. I am a certified life coach. My niche is in trauma recovery. I work with women. Some people ask me, do you work with men? I was going to, but my focus is really on women. And it's because I speak their language, okay? And it's because some of the things, or a lot of the things that, the women that I deal with go through, I've gone through those things. I've been there, I've done that. And I've been able to get past a lot of those things and become such a better person. And I want to be able to teach other women to do the same thing. Because the truth of the matter is, women, we're leaders, okay? It doesn't matter what nobody think, don't matter what nobody say. This world cannot operate, cannot run without us. It's the truth. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm just gonna keep it real, okay? Hold on one sec. Okay, I don't want my air to go away. So it's the truth, men, I'm telling you, yeah, they can become successful. They can get those high paying jobs. They can become president. But even Michelle Obama will tell you, honey, no, matter of fact, her husband would tell you that it would have been almost impossible for him to be successful in the White House without Michelle. Okay. So us women got to realize and understand our power. Okay, we have power, boo. So again, my name is Coach Venus. I am a certified life coach. I am a trauma recovery coach. That is my niche. I am a serial entrepreneur. I have a couple businesses. One of my businesses is a printing company. We do t-shirts, hats, mugs, all kinds of goodies. And that's called Sparks and Sparks Printing. My baby, however, is called Kintsugi Transformations Life Coaching Services. And there's a lot of different legs when it comes to Kintsugi Transformations. I have an academy where I actually help other women to become certified life coaches. There's also some great courses that had just actually, I'm about to upload some new ones too, girl. And it's self-paced courses that you can use and take to help you with your personal development and other things too, child. Okay. So I do have those courses coming up. And then I also have some really good stuff that is about to, like, listen, y'all gonna benefit from this, okay? So Kintsugi Transformations is my baby. I listen, we're gonna take Kintsugi Transformations. First of all, I was getting ready to say we're gonna take it international, but it's already international, boo. Let me just tell you that it's already international, okay? So I love being a life coach. I love being a life coach. And as a matter of fact, I am working on a plan so that I am able to work as a life coach full time. Now, I'm a nurse by day. Okay. And don't get it twisted. I love nursing. It's okay. But I love empowering women. It is just something I love to do. I love to see a woman who who feels like she is nothing, that she's worthless, turn into this beautiful masterpiece. I love it. Like, I really, really, really love it, right? That's what I do. I do it naturally. Um, I have so many different success stories that I want to share with y'all one day, but you know, today is not the day. So, any hoodles, yeah. I'm also a serial author. You guys, I put all my links in the chat right there. You can go to Amazon, or you can just click those links. I have my first book is called A Silent Scream, My Story, My Truth. That is a story about my life, okay? I am very real, very raw in that book, and I did that on purpose. I wanted to be completely transparent, because the only way that you can get healing is to be transparent. Now, I can tell y'all all my business. That's in some of the, that's in that next book that's coming out, about to come out, y'all. We'll talk about that later, okay? I'm also one of 12 authors in a book called Brutal Courage. And it is a book with 11 other amazing women, where we talk about our journey, where we are brutally honest about traumas that has happened in our lives. Okay. And the author of that book is Tanya DeFreitas. She is over the Time to Tell movement, and there's some other goodies that's coming up. We also have another anthology that's coming up. I'm heading that anthology. It's called Silent No More, My Story, My Truth. We have, I think, about 12 women right now, and our deadline actually was July 31st. And so we are now in the process of writing. I cannot wait until that book is released. That book right there will help millions of women. Well, millions. Okay. How I know? Because God said so. He told me. I already know. Okay. And so I am so proud of these women who have stepped up and said, I'm ready to tell my story. I'm ready to tell my truth. I'm not trying to die with all this on the inside of me. I'm just not going to have it, okay? So you guys, there's so much more to me. I have so many layers when it comes to me. I am that girl who wear a million different hats, but I love wearing those hats, and each one of those hats represents a part of who I am, and I'm proud of that. I'm very, very proud of that. I know a lot of people might be like, I don't know how you do all that. Girl, I don't either. But I think it is the grace of God. I think he's the one that, you know, well, no, I don't think, I know he's the one that sort of helped me maneuver through this crazy life of mine. So again, you guys come on in. I am so excited. Tonight we are going to be talking about those silent killers. What are those silent killers? Depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, all that good stuff. And I'm telling you, we're gonna just talk a little bit about it. We're not gonna go real deep because I actually have someone that's going to be coming on in the next few weeks, and we're going to go a little bit deeper then. Of course, I'm not a therapist, I'm just a life coach, right? So when it comes to all that technical stuff, that therapy talk, I leave that to the therapist, and I really love for the therapist to you know, really explain it in detail. But we're going to talk about it tonight, okay? So when you come in, click like, click share the video out. You don't know who need to hear this tonight. And especially because of this pandemic that we're in right now, people need to hear this, okay? People need to hear this, especially us women. Oh, child, we need to hear this, okay? So I'm gonna go over to my phone because, of course, I can't see y'all right here to be able to read the comments. I'm gonna read it on my phone, and I'm gonna say hi to some folks and just welcome them in. Click like, click share. You never know who needs to hear this, okay? So we have Miss Anya. Hey, boo. That's my sissy poo. Hey, Audra. Thank you for coming in. Hi, Thomas. How's it going? Honey, even though these a whole bunch of women in here, you come on and stay up in here. Might be something that you need to teach your daughter, your sister, your cousin, or something like that. Audra says, yes, we do have power. We must use it wisely. Girl, you better talk, okay? Congratulations. Thank you, Anya. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Tanya. Hi, Boo. Hey, Sissy Pooh. Hi, Kevin. How are you? It's a room full of women, but that's okay, honey. Come on in because it might be something you need to hear, and it might be something you need to teach your daughter, your sister, cousin, who knows? We don't know. So anyway, you guys, listen. I just wanted, let me grab my notes, and I only have a couple of them, actually. I only have a couple of notes. Because I was able to really get my notes and everything going on. So any hoodles, what I wanted to talk to you about is what's called those silent killers: depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, fear. Those are what you call silent killers. And let me tell you why. When it comes to depression, especially, depression can incapacitate you. It can. It can make you feel like you're going crazy. It can make you feel like you're dying. It can make you feel like you're worthless. It can make you feel like you're never going to bounce back. Okay. And there's a couple of different depressions, and I'm not going to even go into that because, of course, I'm not a therapist. And so therefore I really don't want to dig that deep like that. I just want to give you, I guess, just a little taste because, of course, with me, I can only tell you about me and my story. So for all of my life, long as I can ever remember, I have always battled depression. When I was younger, my depression was a lot worse than what it is now. Even though I'm not a depressed person now, from time to time, I do have issues with depression. However, the difference between then and now is now I have tools. I have a tribe, and I've done a lot of work on myself so that way I could recognize and accept where I am in life, okay? So when we're talking about depression, and I think I mentioned this in a post last week sometime where I was saying that I felt defeated. And I mean, I really did. I felt defeated. I felt a little depressed, you know, and I didn't really understand why at that moment. Like, why was I in that space? Why was I in that place? What was happening? So the first thing that I know I needed to do, and actually this is so crazy because we're going to be talking about this tomorrow in our private group, but one of the things that I needed to do is really take a time out because I really needed to be able to process why was I feeling that way? What was happening? You know, what could have triggered it? You know, like me, I am the journal queen. I keep a journal all the time. I even sell journals, and I think you can even see back there my coffee chat journal. I have those. Anybody who want one, you can always go to Amazon and pick you up one. But I always journal, and I sort of kind of look back in those, in those pages from time to time, because especially when I'm in that place where I'm feeling a little depressed, a little defeated, I look back through those pages to see what could have led up to that, right? And so when I usually look back, I can find what triggered that, because we all have triggers, right? We all have triggers. And so with depression, one of the most important things about depression is that uh, when you get into a space or in a place where you are constantly sleeping, crying, staying in a dark room, you have cut off all your friends, family, things like that. Now, some depression is I'm not gonna say normal, but it's okay. I mean, like, we all go through it. And but if you going through all of that and it is lasting more than a week, my suggestion is this: that you reach out and you get some professional help. Because I feel like if it goes more than a week, sometimes more than 2 weeks, then sometimes it can be very, very hard to come back from that. Very, very hard to come back from it. And not to mention, so many other things within that time can happen. Okay. And you don't want for your depression to get out of control. Now, like with me, my little depression thing that I went through on last week, it was triggered as a result of something that I went through a couple weeks ago, that sort of kind of took the wind out of me. It devastated me, and I didn't know how to handle that. So I became depressed. I felt defeated. I felt unloved, unworthy. Ooh, girl, I can go on and on. There was a whole bunch of things, an array of things that was running through my mind, that I was feeling, and I just didn't understand it. And so I tried to deal with it until I said, okay, all right, now what I need to do, because this is coming up on a week, right, that I'm feeling this way, and that this depression thingy, whatever it isn't getting any better. And I'm not feeling better. I'm just not feeling good. And then on top of it, I'm adding stuff on top of it. Girl, I started feeling crazy. So what I ended up doing is reaching out to my tribe. I had to tell them, listen, y'all, your girl ain't good. I don't feel well. I'm not feeling right. And then when I was able to even discuss about why or what triggered this, we was able to sort it all out, to figure out why it happened, and and what I could do to feel better. And I mean, it just felt great to be able to talk it out. I talked it out with my tribe, and that was one of the secrets to how I was able to sort of kind of catch my wind, right? And so then after I did that, after I talked to my tribe and everything, I had to go ahead and just own some stuff, even when it came to me. And one of the things that I had to own is the fact that I can't expect everybody to think like I think, um, um, to handle situations the way that I handle situations. And I can't expect people to do what I do, right? I just can't. And so one of the things, when we put all these expectations on people, humans, when we put all these expectations on people and we get let down, it can hurt us. It can hurt us. So one of the things, one of the lessons, one of the big lessons I learned in this is not to expect anything from anybody, right? Not to expect anything from anybody. And this is a lesson that Ivy, and I think you guys seen the video. This is a lesson that she actually did a video on, and she taught this, is not to expect nothing out of anybody. Don't expect anything, but you have to accept everything. Meaning that I have to accept the fact that not everybody is going to think like I think. Not everybody is not everybody is going to do what I do, right? Not everybody is going to be happy for me, all that. And I just accept that. And I accept it, right? I just have to, right? So anyway, when it came to my little depression, I had somebody that I spoke to on Saturday. I think it was on Saturday and Sunday, and actually Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'm telling you, I was able to really understand how I ended up in that position. And when I talked it out, it was amazing. It was amazing. One of the things that I learned to, and you guys may want to take this with you, and it's so crazy because I stole this from her, by the way. I'm just going to let you know, is that one of the things that I want to do in my life, I'm 53 years old, 53. And one of the things that I want to do with the rest of my life is just live. I want to thrive and survive. That's what I want to do. And I want to do it to the fullest. And I want to be happy doing it. And I want to be excited. And are things going to happen? Are things going to come my way? Yes. But the end goal is that I just want to thrive and survive. That's it. That's it. And anything that come in and disrupt that happiness, that disrupts that spirit of feeling good, feeling great, I don't want it. I don't care what it is, right? And so that is the reason why I have made it my listen. I know it might sound crazy when I say it, but this is my mission, is to protect Venus by any means necessary, to protect my heart, to guard it with everything. Is my job. God assigned me to this heart. So I'm going to guard it and I'm going to protect it. You know what is so crazy is because I have told this to one of my clients. You know, it's our job to be our very own best friend. It's our job to protect our heart. It's our job to protect our space. You know, it's very, very important. And the reason why it's so important is because there's some people out there that's just effed up. You hear me? They are effed up, and they don't mind coming into your space, effing you up with them, because you already know misery love company, right? Misery love company. So listen, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing that I was able to shake that so quickly. And I was able to shake that so quickly because, like I said, I have my tribe. My tribe is in place, girl. My tribe is there. Okay? Don't mess with me. I got a tribe. So, you know, I got my tribe, and not to mention, I've done a lot of work on myself, a lot of personal development. You know, it was very, very important for my life, for me to be able to live, for me to be able to thrive and survive, right? It's very, 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 very important. So I just wanted you guys to know that, you know, when it comes to depression, you don't even have to stay in that place. Girl, you don't have to stay in that place. There is people that you can reach out to and say, I'm not feeling good, okay? And you have to identify those people. You have to identify those people. But if you have a lot of noise going on and you have a lot of, just a lot of mess in your life, it will drown out. Matter of fact, it will repel those your tribe. Your tribe is gonna stand over there and watch you from afar until you rid of that mess, because your tribe don't want to enter a circle of mess. That's not what they're there for. That's not what they're there for, right? So let's go over here and let's look at some comments and say hi to some people again, okay, y'all? Let's see. Hey, Robert. So Anya said, could we say depression stems from unmet expectations? Oh, Jesus. Anya, Anya, Anya. Let me take a sip of water. Yes. And let me tell you why. Here, let me be a little transparent. Let me just be transparent. Over the last couple of weeks, I had to end a 14-year long relationship with this person, my best friend, one of my best friends. And it was painful. When I say painful, even thinking about it now, I get a little short breath and my eyes start filling up with tears because it is painful, right? And here's the deal. I'm not going to tell you guys what the details are and why it ended and all that good stuff, but here's the deal. When you expect for someone to love you, to honor you, to respect you, and not saying that she didn't, don't get me wrong on this, not saying that she didn't, but when you expect people to love you, honor you, respect you, and treat you well, like the same way you would treat them, the same way you treat them, and they fall short of that, that's painful. The one thing that I expect people that I say that I love, that I care about, that's family, I don't expect you to be friend in my face. I expect you to be friend when I'm not looking. I expect you, well, let me back up. I expect it because I no longer expect this. Okay? But I expect it for those that I love and I care about, and that I call sister, and who is my tribe. I had expected those people to stand for me behind my back when I couldn't stand for myself, right? I expected that. But the one thing that I've learned in these last couple of weeks is that I had no business expecting that. I had no business expecting that. I can't expect people to act like I act or do what I do or treat people like I treat people. For me, I always treat people how I want to be treated. I treat my sisters with so much love. And don't get me wrong, I wasn't always that way, girl. I wasn't always that way. I used to be selfish. I used to didn't give a damn about nobody. Okay, I used to just feel like it was all about me, but in a really negative way. Okay, there's people that I even hurt that I know that even though they forgave me, they don't want nothing to do with me, but that's okay. I accept that. But yes, depression can come from that, Anya. You're absolutely right about that. You're absolutely right. And I really believe that's where my bout of depression came from. It triggered my depression because I had put all these expectations into a human where I had no business doing that. That was wrong of me. So I stand corrected, right? So let's see. Tanya says, that is a good point and observation. I think it can definitely stem from unmet expectations, plus many other things. You're right, Tanya. You're so right. And Tam says, live loud. Right, Bookies? Hey, Tam. She said, yes, choose you. Tam says, advice for yourself first. You're correct on that, girl. You are so correct. Anya says, self-preservation. Okay. Now we're gonna talk about that one day. We're gonna talk about that one day, but I'm gonna have to probably have Anya on here so she could talk about self-preservation, because I'm gonna tell you, she was one of my sisters that I talked to when this occurred, right? And she was able to help me through, and this is one of the things that she talked about was self-preservation, boo-boo. So I love it. Yes, and Tam says advocate. Come on, bookies. So listen, you look. I'm not saying I'm perfect because I'm not by far. And when I just spoke in reference to my best friend and no longer having a relationship with her, let me just say this. I love her with all of my heart. I don't hate her. I forgive her and I pray that she forgives me, right? I pray for that. There is no ill will, no ill feelings when it comes to her. I want what's best for her. And, and that's that. And I'm going to leave that right there. Just know that your girl was able to get back past that bout of depression, and not to say that it's never going to happen again, because it will. It'll always present itself again. I'm not saying the same situation with the same person, but it will present itself again. My job in all of that is to learn and understand my part. That's all I can do. I can't worry about, that person and where I may have went wrong with that person or what happened. I can't worry about that. The only thing that I can do is take ownership of my own stuff. And so, and that way, when this situation presents itself again, then of course, I'm already ahead of the game, right? Because there are some things that I've decided to do different. And one of the things that I've decided to do different is to expect nothing from people, okay? But accept everything. That is the one thing that I'm going to do. So know this, depression is definitely a silent killer. It is a silent killer, okay? And so another thing I wanted to talk to you about that has a lot to do with depression, which had a lot to do with my little bout of depression, and was one of the things was that I noticed that there was people I was surrounding myself with that I had no business surrounding myself with. There was people that God told me to let go a long time ago, and I didn't. And you know what happened when I didn't let those people go? Things like that come along: depression, anxiety, fear. All that stuff comes along with when you disobey what God has to say about releasing people, right? And so Anya knows this story, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all this story, okay? And forgive me if I don't get it all right, but I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. Listen, when we don't obey God, things happen. When it comes to God asking you to release people and we don't release people, especially when God has a purpose on your life, right? He don't like nobody interfering with his plans. He just don't. And so God is not, he's not as kosher as we are. Hey, God will come in there abruptly and just move some people out the way. Okay? And so when he do that, we sitting there like, wait, huh? But God, did you really just come in here and swoop in here and take that person away? Yeah, that's what happens. Because when we hard-headed and we don't listen, guess what? That's what happens. And then when he do it like that, it becomes painful for us because he do it so abruptly, right? So, child, let me just tell you about this story. But before I tell you about the story, I'm going to tell you something. I want you ladies to understand this. There are just some people who cannot go with you. They just can't. I don't care how bad you want them to. I don't care, because I found myself telling God, wait, God, hold on. I'm going to prove to you that this person should be able to go where I go. And God is telling me, no, baby, I done told you they cannot go. And then I'm over here, but, oh, wait, like this is the person, right? I'm holding on to them real tight. But wait, God, wait, hold on, I'm going to prove to you, right? And God is like, listen, you keep on holding on to them, honey, and think not so nice things is going to happen, right? But that's what I did. That's what I did. But let me tell you this. Let me just tell you this story. And you will actually find this in the Bible. And you know what? I'm going to actually put the scripture in the comments too. I don't know if anybody can find it for me and throw it in the comments real fast, but let me just tell y'all about this story. And it was told to me, and it helped me to understand. And when it was told to me, it blew me back. And this is when I was in my little depression. And this is what actually snapped me right up out of my depression, right? So, I don't know if you guys ever heard about Lot and his wife in the Bible, Sodom and Gomorrah, right? And listen, y'all, I am not a Bible scholar. Please don't knock me. I'm just trying to get this story told so that y'all can understand that even when it comes to God, okay, he don't play that. So what had happened was Lot, God told Lot, had came and told Lot, hey, look, Lot, I'm going to go ahead and destroy Sodom. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and destroy Gomorrah too, because these people acting crazy over in these cities now, like what's happening. These people are bad. They're not good people. So everything is about to, everything about to go. Go ahead, grab your peeps and grab your family and get on up out of there, right? So Lot then gonna tell God, because you know we always trying to tell God something, right? Lot gonna tell God, wait, hold on, God. Look, hold on. There's some good people. I know there are. Can I go and get at least 100 people? So God was like, okay, well, go ahead. You think you're gonna go ahead, boo-boo. Go get the 100 people. So Lot ran off, tried to gather the 100 people everywhere and everything. Couldn't even gather 100 people. So he came back to God and was like, I couldn't find 100. But I know there's got to be about 50. There's got to be about 50. There's got to be about 50. Y'all. Can I go back and try to get the 50, right? So God was like, look, go ahead. Go on get those 50. You think you can rack up those 50? Go on and get them and bring them on. So Lot ran off, trying to get those 50. Guess what happened? Girl, he came back to God and told God, oh, I couldn't even find 50. So he was like, okay. So Lot said, okay, I tell you what, okay, just 10. I'm just gonna find 10. I'm just find 10, right? Now, like I said, I'm not a Bible scholar. This might not even be all right, but y'all get the gist, right? So God said, Lot, go ahead, try to get those 10 and come on back now, because I'm about to get rid of this place. So he went off, tried to get the 10, came back and was like, God, I can't even find 10. So God said, listen, I'm not waiting no more. Listen, go, get your family, get your wife, get up out of there, because it's going down. And I need you to go, I need y'all to get up out of there and get out of there quick. And on top of that, do not look back. Because if you look back, you're going to turn into a pillar of salt and you won't be able to go. So child, they he went and got his little family, right? They running, they get all the way out, and they got, out some ways. And tell me why Lot's wife, her behind, looked back. Okay? Why she do that? She looked back and she turned into a pillar of salt. Okay? So why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you this story because, number one, it was the story that helped me out of my depression this weekend, child. It gave me a second breath. It's almost like somebody got up on my chest and started, and pumped me back to life. So that's that's one of the reasons why I'm telling you the story. Number two, you cannot take everybody with you. And sometimes it's family. Sometimes it's even family. Lot was not even able to take his own wife because she looked back. When you are moving forward, when you are elevating, there's no reason to look back. None. There's nothing back there for you. It's gone. God destroys all of that. He gets rid of it because it served you no purpose. Okay? So when it's time for you to move, when it's time for you to elevate, don't look back, honey. Because when you look back, it'll keep you back. And here's the last thing I'm going to say about all that. We'll give you one last little thing. But first, we're going to go over here and we're going to read some of the comments. Because you know y'all grow crazy. That was the best way I could tell that story, even if I didn't get it all the way right. Right? So let's see. Hi, Orel. I'm hoping I'm saying it right, honey. Orel. Let's see. Anya says, does accepting everything mean we have to okay people's behavior? Hell no. Oh, I'm sorry. But hell no. No. So let's see. Orel said, come on through, sis. Yes, Orel, like I said, honey, I am not a Bible scholar. I'm not. But that story about his wife, actually, it revived me. I just can't tell you anything different than that. It helped me to understand and see a lot of things so clear, right? So Anya said, you better tell it. Then she's our mess. Listen, you guys, the last little thing that I'm going to leave with you is this. And I want you to really understand this, okay? Like I said, I may not have got the Bible story right, and I'll even go back and read it and make sure that I can really know it. But here's the point. You know, I stayed in a depression. I was with anxiety. Oh, my anxiety was through the roof. And I started feeling unworthy, unloved, all that stuff started coming in, okay? Because you know the enemy, he'll girl, if you give him a little bitty crack, he'll just come right, he'll like, come right up in there, for real. And so I was just, that story itself revived me, gave me a second breath. It almost gave me a second life, honey. Okay. And so the last thing I really want to leave you with, a little something I want to leave you with is know this, is that as you elevate, as you move forward in life, as you become better, know this, you are going to soar high because you're an eagle, right? You're an eagle. You're going to soar high. And know that there are chickens that is down there. And I'm not saying that in a negative way, because some people want to be a chicken, right? But we're not chickens, we're eagles. And when we soar, we are soaring up there above the clouds. We cannot take a chicken with us. We can't even lift the chicken, because if we do, that chicken is going to pull us back down. The weight of that chicken is going to pull us back down, and we won't be able to soar as high as God wants us to soar. We can't, we was not designed to carry chickens. We wasn't. So it's okay. Allow chickens to stay where chickens belong, and eagles, go ahead and just soar high. And know this, you may soar all by yourself from time to time. And you know what? That's okay. It is okay. It is okay. But it's not okay for you to be an eagle and stay on the ground with the chickens. It's not how God made you. It isn't. It is not. So listen, I just want to let you guys know that I love you, and doing coffee chat is amazing to me because it's my therapy. There are going to be some changes when it comes to coffee chat, sometimes, things like that. Some things are going to change because I really want to make sure that I am bringing you messages and interviews with people that is going to help you, right? When I created Coffee Chat is a platform where people can come and be transparent and talk about their traumas. I am a trauma recovery coach. My job is to help women, to assist women past those roadblocks that is caused by those traumas. Depression is one. Anxiety is another one. Feeling unloved is another one, right? That's my job, is to help people, help women pass those roadblocks. And that's what I want to do. And that's what Coffee Chat, the platform, is going to be for from this day forward. I love everybody, and I want to make sure that I help everybody when it comes to their business and all that good stuff. But this platform right here is definitely for people who want to hear the truth, and get some healing and be able to give some input and help other people, right? So just know this. I am very proud of all you eagles. Keep soaring high. I love you the most. Know this too, before I hang up, listen, you guys, I have a few things that is on the horizon. I'm working behind the scenes to make sure that I can bring you some things that is going to assist you and move you all the way to the next level. For real, for real, for real, for real. And so be on the lookout for that. And those of you who have not subscribed to my email, please, I'm telling you, it's for your benefit. Please go to my website, and that's KinsuchiTransformations.com, and subscribe to my email list, because I have some goodies that's coming, honey. I'm telling you, it's going to take us women all the way to the next level. That's all I'm going to say for that. Okay. So anyway, you guys, I love you the most. Make sure you have the best week ever. Live on purpose, be happy on purpose, keep all that negative stuff out of your space, protect your heart, be your own best friend. And listen, the last thing is expect nothing from people and accept everything. Expect nothing from people and accept everything, child. We already went through that, okay? I love y'all. All right, I'm gonna see y'all. I'll read you guys' comments, and I'll definitely comment back sometime tonight. I'm about to go in here and kick my feet up and enjoy the rest of the night with my husband, my old sexy husband. So I love you guys. Have a good night.